Gyro mid, Storm Spirit.
Okay, Drow Storm through the TNC team fight.
That Obs munches it quickly with the Tango. And a Fadebolt into March, more supports arriving too as Enigma forcing with the catapult wave into the tier 1 tower, and March back through the tree line. The Imprisonment's just buying more time to hit to the tier 1 tower and bringing more attention of Gambit here. FNG, he's tanky, but against this lineup, maybe not that tanky.
He's doing so much work. This tower's already at 200 HP.
Golem's about to split. It's looking for its extra stuns. Throws them both towards FNG, but the Golems are down. Tower's at 100. Is anyone going to attempt a denial? They just banish FNG. Tims takes the tower. And this early pressure with the Chen's perfectly timed.
Let's see play every lane.
Trying to play the trees. Vampire looking for the juke, but the Observe Ward is just outside the tree line. So OD even walking away for a second, just in case. Green boots as his first item.
Oh, bottom.
Moves towards the bottom lane. They have to get this pullback onto KP. Press the attack comes out, but he waited for the Vortex. Perfectly timed from GPK. Now get the kill onto KP. Oh, he's up to level 6 now, but it's on bottom lane. Under the tier 1 tower, the dive begins, but Armel has arrived. KP able to tank through with one charge and press the attack. Charge low, the duel is up, but GA will protect him for a fair chunk, ensuring there's no duel victory to KP. In fact, Chargelo may be able to walk this off. Difficult once again as another imprisonment will come out, while over in the jungle, Chen is solo killing up the Rubik. It's just split both ways. The hammer will drop, so Vampire and Chargelo, they have fallen down. March will be, again, the expendable play.
If you can't just, they're not even really able to pressure towers now either because TNC have too much wave clear.
Multicasting stun coming in. Ogre creating the space, Enigma in pretty deep, and nice move away from GPK, ensuring that there wasn't going to be any kind of black hole with Lycan nearby. Minimal amount of damage, they can make this kind of work. OD, the chain stuns are out. Vampire needs to be here for the quick pickup. Armel, okay, he's actually going to steal Imprisonment. He's going to kill OD with his own ability. If there's going to be enough damage out, he'll pop, and OD, no, Armel stays alive a little longer, and then we'll end up dying. It's another multicast over on the Zeus here. GPK needs to jump away, getting away from the rocks, and Chen Army, they just have to GA, buy some more time to escape back out these imprisonments, allowing Gambit to actually move further away, keeping KP out of the fight. Vampire won't be so lucky, or maybe he will be, trying to get away from the minion army of that Lycan, who's now lost his movement speed. FNG is the first one to die. We'll be able to get KP into safety. More support is still coming in. It's Vampire here in Armel. It looked like he thought he had a chance at this fight. KP's hanging around. He'll have to press the attack to get Armel away to safety to pick up the throw down. But Vortex, they've just got so many controls here, Gambit. Armel will die once again. 2 times in 2 minutes. Now that you're willing to fight. And in the meantime, well, Armel slides in quickly towards the mid lane. What have we got for a steal from Rubik? Gets to pick up a throw down. He can imprison himself in 2 seconds time, but stun control is nice from March, arriving with that Centaur.
And he's effectively completely online now. Necro up in 16 seconds.
Oh, they're coming to fight. Tims, as well as Marsh, near the shrine, is being burned by GPK already because he needs the mana enough to take this fight. So he looks over towards Marsh, then gets stun control, so there's no hand of God. No, he'll actually be getting it off. They vortex it back in again, and the Rubik picking up the OD once again. Armel being a priority target, but Lycan's in the back lines, right on top of Dream. They close the distance. The OD will also drop the hammer down. The damage is good. GA is slowing down the damage output, but it ain't stopping it. Throw an Ogre down. Omni-Knight will join them as well, but they want more. GPK does not have time for a book to be up to. Vampire's trying to slow things down. Storm jumps in, looking to clear out the wave if possible. Gets the Vortex over a Legion Commander. Gotta be careful. Dropping down low. Matchy is FNG. Gabby just surrounded him with Tims with the army of Mars. They use Chargelo as the bait to the tier 1 tower, and our first customer of the day. The smoke will break, a quick gust, send him up in the air. Telekinesis pull back with the multicast up from FNG. That is one very dead Armel. The TNC, without this smoke, they would have seen a lot. Storm jumps straight across the pit and out the other side. Gets information on Roshan. Roshan still dropping low, 1000 HP. The Sons of Legion Commander. Here's your follow-up, and in they go. But Armel, he actually gets the Aegis Immortal. GPK cannot secure the seal. Is looking for a Tims. It's the black hole, but he caught Rubik, so there's no turnaround. The Drow getting some good damage out, but all he'll end up doing is killing Tims. No, he doesn't. March has the heals for days. And Dream will die as he walks back out of this mid lane. He does not escape this. A blink forward from Tims will get this done with the dual victory. And Armel, who's been the punching bag of trying to get buyback, so if just win the game as well, either will work. It's like, hey guys, if I get Hal back up, yeah, we do. Let's just go, go, go. FNG comes in close. It just helps build up the which is a 39 at the moment. It's starting to reduce. The Stormspirit doesn't want to be part of this one. He jumps up, he jumps down. Tims broken free by the press, the attack. Shashlo needs to help out too, but it's just being done. They focus on the Ancient, understanding to win Dota. That's all you have to do. Kill the Ancient. And
This is just so important to beat TNC and
fissure him up. You got a way to cut free. Gabby will do it. 5 stacks of sticky napalm, and with a Firefly, they just get on top of March as well as Gabby. March be the primary target. Shashlo will get the kill. He doesn't lose the Axe Farm once again. Dragging multiple creep waves, trouble for FNG, getting stun locked down. Dream tries to create a little bit of extra space, focusing on Tims. He's actually going to have enough damage with the help of the Stroke of Fate that FNG got before death. This early on in the season, it feels good for the future of TNC if they can keep refining and getting better than this. Shashlo's looking for something in there. Individual will enable it. The lasso is out. Careful, that actually may get him denied, but no, he'll drag him through the Firefly. And Tims, also trouble on top lane.
Like right now, sure, the games are going well, lanes are even, but TNC are doing this, they're going to be buying 3 Midases.
Here we go from DK. Where's the follow-up stun? In fact, now it's just DK Dragon Form and Dragon Talon to Batrider, pushing back out of the tower with a blinding light, and KP and March just rotate in to punish Gambit. So pushes him back, misses the Sleight of Fist, Dragon Talon stun, but Lightstrike Array's not in range. Also protected by that level 4 Flame Guard. Now they try and turn themselves. Jarekup's going to arrive. The call down, no, it's going to be Will-O-Wisp to begin with. They're holding it for the moment. And flat cannon damage will chip, but it won't do anything else. A haste-rune Batrider wants a fresh target. Ember Spirit, now maybe you got a chance.
Lasso.
Bonding them together. Armel as well as KP pulled together under the call down. The flat cannon damage. Huge damage into TNC. Gambit, they bring the deeps and keep the dive going. As 3 heroes of TNC are lost and Gambit come alive.
That denies Gambit's aggression, extend the game. It's not going to be punished like it usually would.
And Tims having trouble getting away from the Batrider. Shashlo just plays the river. Gabby trying to pounce himself forward. Can't get the grab, however, on Bat. And DK will TP in. Jarekupta playing from the tree lines. Armel's waiting the timeout, just trying to get in range for that Dragon Tail stun because he doesn't have the range for him just yet. But Echo! Vampire! It's the backline! They keep the chainsaws going! DK's gonna go down! Again, TNC under the tier 1 tower get pounced by Gambit. It was the Batrider double lasso before, but now it's the slammer.
Absolutely beautiful. That for a BKB after that defusal as well. That's when TNC can actually take some of these fights. For now, though, they're in trouble.
Okay, the blink was up. What doesn't even require but a drag down the hill to get the follow-up chain stuns using both the Ink Swell and the Searing Chains. TK, they have the control.
Yeah, teams behind him.
Yep, and who's revealing themselves? Okay, Invis Dragonfire came out of somewhere. March is not your target, but you pick him off anyway. And now Shashlo flying over the top as a great fissure block in. DK is trapped here. He doesn't have this BKB. He doesn't have anything to escape out. It's just a dead DK, a dead Coddle. Disappointed.
Bottom.
Very impressed. March just being picked off time and time again. The Will-O-Wisp will fall. Armel looking to do something, but Dreams coming from Gambit instead. But who's there? March is there. Observers and sentries. There's a Grim Stroke for the double stuns and the double lasso. Get back down here. Get your feet wet, TNC. The call down. The Fidger has blocked the DK in. And down goes one. Wait for ES. He's still got the Echo Slam. Vampire's waiting the back lines. There will be the TP out under the BKB of DK. But now his 10-second BKB is not to get out after killing a hero, it's to get out after they've lost 2. But Leash, control, this is Gabby getting finally into the mix. That's his first kill of the game, 22 minutes in, and they are hunting him. Homing missiles, looking for the stuns, he breaks free, and where's your... More Sleight of Fist, more Searing Chains, Jarekupta, not ready to fight again just yet. Flat Cannon's on cooldown for the moment. It's just chaining the stuns, and now with the spirits forward, GPK now triggers his BKB. They wait as long as they possibly could, isolating KP further up that mid lane. He'll end up dropping, and here comes Vampire. The Fissure, the Totem Stun, it's just chain stunning down Tims. He can't do anything about it. Another 2 heroes lost here for TNC, and they really...
It's like 6 minutes in, I'm like, oh, there's no way you're going to play that well. But
it's like, wait, we have really great initiation. We can be really aggressive. Let's put that to the test once again. The Lotus Orb, That comes in way too late, but it's trying to protect the DK. He's dead for 70 seconds. If you want rewards on the hillside, here comes Shashlo. DK's a nice little target, but KP's presenting himself a little bit more with the Lotus Orb up. They don't want to instantly jump on him, but they're just waiting it out. And now with a call down, the lasso, it doesn't come in from the Batrider. They've got his BKB off its time, but the Soulbind, the hold them together. Now the lasso will arrive. Ogre will drop, and so will Gabby. He was meant to be the savior of TNC, and now he's got to actually buy back. Marches down as well. They're under the tier 4 towers. Gambit pushing in hard. Now they feel the opening, but TNC will stand their ground as hard as they can. Armel doesn't have a lot of life to work with. They are looking for a jump. Here comes Shashlo. BKB can't get the lasso. The Soulbind is onto the Slav, but they're so far back to the tier 4 towers. Gambit missing the initiation. They'll get some chip damage into the tier 3 tower, but the Soulbind is worn off. Dream, he's standing his ground the front line. He's still got that Satanic, but he needs a BKB and get the flat cannon damage out under the cooldown. Also retreating. Slack wants this fight. He's BKB'd. He's shadow danced up, but now that will also wear off. TNC retreating, but we're in again. The Echo Slam! Vampire! He waited perfectly to bring down TNC all the way. Can they do it? Yeah, they can. Hemisphere to the tier 4 towers. Grabs Gabby, grabs Sims, moves to KP. A triple kill for GPK. Buybacks will come thick and fast from TNC. Target. Blinding Light pushes it back. The Searing Chains. Coddle's broken free by the Lotus Orb. But this bottom lane of Rax dying so quickly. Still got another 25% of that DD rune left for Dream. And oh, hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ember Spirit, that ain't your home. But he just stole the rug. You're starting to worry. You have no Lotus Orb for that. Lincoln Spear just absorbs the first out. DK hacked so quickly by FNG. The Soulbind, who wants to come in close with a flat cannon from Dream? Ogre's losing his life quickly. The lasso is pulling the DK back out while Ember underneath the fountain is looking to dive once again. No, he'll
Slight dodge on the
the Hex. Into the silence, the DK Fisher stun is out. The Echo Slam from Vampire, they just want to keep him chain locked. The Will-O-Wisp cannot stop Gambit from bringing him down. They want to end this now. They want to ensure that they're going to level this series up at 1 apiece. The BKB Batrider, drag him back in for the double lasso, hold them in place, and bring him down and push out the GG from TNC's lips. Gambit tie the series and ensure that TNC don't just whitewash this grand final.
Refraction, but I think
And Tim's, he's got 1 leap available if he sees the arms go up. He's looking for the second wave too, but he'll lose the first one. TP's coming in from the ES. This will give that initial stun they need to get the follow-up Split Earth, and Tim's will be picked off. Can't leap if you're perma-stunned. And then on top lane, KP trying to escape from Dream and FNG. Attacker available. They're going to see Gabby in for the Echo Slam, combining with the Chain Frost. Put that Naga down. Side, here they come. Smoke breaks over on KP. FNG took a second to react, and in that second, Armel will kill him. The Will-O-Wisp pulling Shashlo back in once more. But for all of this, you're going to get 2 hero kills. That's fantastic. Bouncing around, Tim trying to leap forward. This has happened once before. It's going to happen again. In for the spin. He'll get the kill and then instantly TP away to safety. While the spin off
from Gambit. They haven't been able to find a pick-off anymore, and a big part of that is because now Gabby is safely playing on his own side of the river.
Over on the Night Stalker, Arrow's going to fly forward, connects into the ledge. The Fisher block will hold KP in position with the Split Earth stun. They just try and keep that Night Stalker control, but under the Will-O-Wisp, it's typical to fight for Gambit. Chain Frost, they're still holding it out until the TA jumps in and kills off FNG. I cannot believe KP surviving through his 3 HP. The ball couldn't finish the job. The arrow a little bit off target, so GPK CP, it will be able to complete. But Shashlo may not be so lucky. Is there a stun? Trying to look around multiple sides of this pit. The Moonlight Shadow will now wear off. Roshan, do they just use Song of the Siren to ensure it? That's exactly what they're going to do. Gambit are so close, they can't get close enough. KP's already been picked up thanks to the Omni Slash, but Roshan, the Agency model in the hands of Armel, that's a very wayward arrow. And Vampire, you know what he wants to do. He's going to Echo Slam. He needs to control the Naga. They don't have that get out jail free card. That's when the Will-O-Wisp has to then do more lifting while Armel, BKB protected. The Chain Frost now will finally bounce out. Mojo being lost inside the Ancients. Who's going to die here? Armel hasn't done enough damage yet to find 1 kill, but the ES, he's so low on life, they'll attack up the hill and finish him off. The TA trap slowing down the Gambit retreat. They don't have a lot of slows to work with. They have to turn for the damage. Armel, they burn through those defensive refraction charges, but KP ready to continue the fight going. Arrow flies, but does not connect into Dream. The KP still with a voice, still with the sun. fast. They'll send him up. FNG low on life. The side blade has just continued to connect in. The Frost Shield does its work, slowing down the TNC attack. They will be able to pick off the Lich, giving a dieback now. The smoke goes from TNC, and they'll move straight in. The Templar Assassin, the smoke will break. The Roar is out into the Omni-Sash. The Will-O-Wisp, but won't be able to cancel it off. TA goes down. This is what Gambit wanted. A pick outside of the... Gabby is right behind him. Song of the Siren will connect. Can they see him inside the tree lines in time? Check your corners. Like we're playing Counter-Strike right now. Arrow will fly forward. Perfect time for the Song of the Siren to come off. No way Leshrac was able to get around that. Secondary Hawk will have to be sent. Now, Beastmaster Roar catching KP. Vampire waiting for it. They force-staff him into the creep wave with the following fissure. KP dropping very quickly. He'll consume the cheese, getting his life back once again, while Leshrac in the back lines almost killing off Tims, trying to run away. KP will finally drop. Is there an extra help? Vampire's waiting for it. The Will-O-Wisp is down, but TA protected by the BKB. The arrow stun combination. GPK, they're pushing him further away. The Astaire is over on Vampire, but now you have the Echo Sam. You got the fissure. He's waiting it out. They bought the space to get out of here. The Song of the Siren. They want to make sure this ES dies. They're all grouped up. They just throw it out. The arrow will come in. Leshrac, they smoke up, and TNC look for their own fight. Like they feel that there's so many traps everywhere. Vampire, he's no longer affordable. Armel setting a trap, looking for Dream. Dream, blinding light it back up again. That forced him to walk straight past Armel. Now the Maelstrike able to connect with the bash into the follow-up arrow. They try and force him away with the Fidget block, but now your Juggernaut is down. His eyes buy back up. But TNC, the trap is sprung, and Gabby goes in, hexing over on the Earthshaker. He can't afford to die. Arrow flies forward. He'll connect over an FNG. Vampire needs to get the hell out of here, but he's been pulled back in by the Will-O-Wisp. He's not ready for Doug. He doesn't have mana. He's completely dry.
So good.
And the Song of the Siren, they look towards him, but they don't want him. They want the bigger target of the Manta style. Dodging out from Juggernaut. He's got a chance to fight into the Omni-Slash, pushing around. They pull back. Templar Assassin, FNG tries to keep him in this fight, but Leshrac just doesn't have enough life to survive. Or maybe he does. When the shields are up, they can go back and reset. Still no kills coming for such huge abilities, but the Echo Slam is able to connect, but not enough damage. Night Stalker just consumes the cheese, gets all the life back again. ES will now buy back. And the fortification kicks in. Gambit doing everything they can to keep their melee racks alive, but they don't have their big hitters anymore. The Fissure tries to create space. KP goes straight at the top of it. It's a good split up from GPK, using that Pulse Nova to get some damage out. Maybe finally KP can die. No, on 79 HP. He'll walk away, and Gambit will GG call it. It was the slowest march to victory, but it was methodical by TNC.
Man, perfect. Meld hit bashes into Arrow. You kind of need level 25 on TA to make those sorts of plays.
And maybe this is when Gambit have to start thinking about changing up their own lanes. Like, are you happy to accept the status quo, leaving KP, Legion versus Sharshlo's Kunkka? Damn much, you've got a lot of damage. You dodged the arrow before, maybe that was the confidence to move. And Tims moves to the bottom lane. Sharshlo in trouble. He was inside the Midnight Pulse. That helps with the damage output from KP. He just goes at him. That's actually 1 point only in Midnight Pulse, no stun.
Yep, nice move by Tims. Catapult wave. Enigma. Let me pop my Demonic Conversion and immediately start pushing.
Oh, GPK. He's got Dragon Slave up. He'll avoid the arrow, but the Slave, he dies. He'll pop back out of the OD. Vampire even coming in closer. He took damage from that.
Faces a stiff win.
And Sharshlo's looking for the right line just to cleave and takes the big ones out. But of course, you got the Legion Commander in for the duel. Winter Wyvern's on the way in. No Cold Embrace, but the X-Mark spot. They want to pull KP back in underneath the tower. They'll get the combination, and KP turned it up and brought down Gambit. We talked about their laning phase.
35 LC 1760 plus a pipe.
Coming in. They need to be able to get a good Winter's Curse. You can be tanky as you want. Radiance is done for the Lifesteal, so he's willing to come into the fight. Legion Commander set up in the air. The arrow flies forward. The Force Staff just means an extra 1 second over on the stun. Defensive imprisonment from Armel. Resets the fight up. You're still trying to bring down the Tombstone. Undying saves the Soul Rip for that one. Marana gets attacked in by Gabby. The Curse, it's going to be good. Ooh. KP's being brought down. They need more damage, but Tim skips the mech. KP gets more life, but it still won't be enough. X marks a spawn. Are you going to bring him back in, Gabby? Is there a ship? Is there a torrent? There's an arrow from Vampire. Able to connect with the Gabby, trying to keep him out of this fight. While March on the front line, the torrent brings down the Night Stalker. They turn their attention towards March. And with Radiance up, Gambit feel good.
Really nice spacing from Gambit there. Dream made sure he was never near enemy allied heroes. So Tim.
Marana's coming in nice and close for this. The arrow flies forward. Roshan throwing down 3k HP. Undying. Defensive imprisonment is up, but that means there's no soul rip to stop the tombstones from being picked off. The bow connects over a mast. He'll soar himself some life, but not enough. And KP, he's just walking around in no man's land. He's wondering, what am I meant to be hitting?
There's nothing you can do. Like, FNG's just standing on the high ground.
Nice talk up.
You can't get on top of him.
Up to the hillside, here comes the OD, still trying to build up more. He can't get that from a raged up lifesteal, however. The arrow flies forward. All right, Roshan, sit on the rune. Just stay, boy. Back around the pip. This is wasting the Dark Ascension time of the Night Stalker. That information moment. That TNC. Still don't feel like the strongest ones in this fight. Light Striker Ray's off to mark, but okay, maybe with a hammer being dropped down in the black hole, but no! Instantly cancels off Yule Center up towards the air. Kunk will have to bite back. So does the Winter Wyvern. They still want to fight. This is OD's BKB starting to wear off. Lina got some space to get away. Arrow flies forward. Who's going to catch this one? No one! Everybody misses. While Dream continues to find, doesn't have really a lot of mana to work with, and surrounded by 5 heroes. X marks the spot. We're going on Legion Commander, which means we're not going on anything.
That was really cool from TNC. They just all in with the initiation, dropping everything, popping BKBs, hammer, black hole.
Got 2 kills out of it.
But now the cooldowns are down. So Gambit, perhaps, yep, you just walk straight back into the pit. You've got mana back on the lifestealer. You know you're not really threatened any longer.
Arch has the Tombstone available, but the Lena's doing a lot of damage. OD has 48 stolen in, but hits the instant Light Strike array on him. Armel freed up by the press the attack for the Torrent. Still canceling this fight off the Tombstone's in the middle of Roshan. A great position for TNC. If we wait long enough, maybe these cooldowns will come off. The Torrent's cleaning up the conversions. Roshan can't clean up enough to get to the Tombstone. It's like, just get off me. But the Tombstone timer will run out in 3 seconds. Dream still looking to fight.
They're just
Lina,
across the river.
Lina is left. She's actually gone to the top lane, but Lifestealer inside the pit gets bashed up by Roshan. Now runs out under the cover of Rage. Armel looks towards Roshan too, clamps down with the conversions coming in close. And Light Strike, actually that Dragon Slave was just a little bit too far away to kill off those Eidolons. But everyone's back. Arrow flies once again, missing all. There's a lot of different targets. It's just a full standoff outside of Roshan. Dream comes in. Armel slowed up by the open wounds. Instantly freed by press the attack. Dream still looking for a new target. Can't find one, but the X marks spot defensive imprisonment. OD instantly disengaging. A blink forward from Enigma and into the backlines. Gabby looking for the big target. He becomes a new focus. BKB up GPK. He gets dueled as well. So they're isolating out the big core. Is there support? The arrow flies in, stunning on the Undying. KP can't get the duel victory. The Light Strike array. And GPK able to stand with Dream. Armel as well. Haven't got enough. The leader finally is going to be brought down. Armel has got so much in, but he can't do enough damage out. It's just the rage. It's the rage up Lifestealer trying to fight, but maybe they have enough. More buybacks coming from the Miranda TNC. They smoke up. It feels like they're disengaging. Remember what we're fighting. And I'm waiting for OD to go for this jump. Roshan will go the way of Gambit, and we can watch this fight once again. And the live timer will be Roshan taken, so nothing else. While you've got the hunting on the back lines, Gabby searching for a target. They dropped sentry wards too.
Whoa.
See this Moonlight Shadow move, but Gabby, that TP! Not where he wanted to be! The Radiant Orbs were removed just behind the tree, but didn't seem to go any further. So they run under. They may feel like this hill belongs to them because they have their own Orbs up there, but you've already got the Light Strike array. Undying being forced out of this fight so early on. The hits from GPK able to connect, while then Legion Commander, he's the next target. Hexed up a little bit further away from the shrine, and Dream is just beating the crap out of KP, putting that line for the test. They pull it back with the X mark to spot. 2 heroes down without buyback available. To the high ground, no one's covering it. They use the Lifesteal Illusion to check out, and with the Hex leap forward, Night Stalker will die so quickly. Dead for a minute and a half, and they want more, and they'll find it. Watch! Man! Yamato can, GPK. Just walks into it. The Obs and Sentry, which is down from TNC, is too far away. Hex, Lifestealer walks forward. They'll push him away, but the Light Strike array connects. Broken free, and now the secondary Hex over towards the OD, allowing Dream to re-engage. Looking for the target. Remember, he's got the Aegis Maul. He doesn't care if he dies, but they want to wait out the Tombstone of March. Easy disengage, and with the BKB down, maybe even the Light Strike array, but no! There's your black hole from Tims! He found the target! Gabby needs to get the damage out, but GPK just ripping him apart from the sideline. It's a good hammer drop, but Dream and GPK, the 2 biggest damage healers, still on the front lines. Gabby's BKB will also wear off. GPK's actually managed to hit the Light Strike array. They break it free with press the the attack. The ship, he'll fly back in again. That's problems. If Lifestealer can now get out, yes he can. He open wounds after breaking free with the Mana Star, focusing down this OD. He must either force stuff away. Armel lives on 200 HP. Dream just can't catch a kill. Not the one he wants. Undying will die. KP will be the next prize. Pulled back into the torrent. Dead intel, 24 of it. Where's the Hex? Where's the control? OD just props the Shiva's Guard. Dream already burning that rage, but it'll last so damn long that Armel just can't fight through this one. They want that last bit of damage. Armel's soul ripped up and he gets back into the fountain. He'll end up surviving for now. The top lane of Rax has been taken. Only the range Rax pulls them back. Oh, March! Too much damage. But it's a good AoE stun. Have they got a little bit more? The Hex on OD. He doesn't have any damage. They're underneath the fountain. Armel will be killed off. Buying back into the game. He doesn't have any of that intel. Your BKB looking for his own fight, but the Ghost Scepters making it so he can't attack anything. Gambit are sending a message to TNC. We'll farm you as well under your fountain. And the arrow, perfect connection on the OD. He's dead, and with it, the game, an ultra kill for GBK. He's gone nuts. So do Gambit, pushing this into a final deciding 5th game.
Just clinical. Once again, Gambit, they get a mid-game lead. They have to...
Yes, but they always hit like this early 15 minutes.
On Radiant. I expect it'll probably be Shacklow on the offlane Kunkka. You need some method of slowing down Armel's regen. But
Just copying so much damage from FNG, but the shield's there from KP. Dreams come over. Now here comes Vampire. Slow down KP. Doesn't have the borrow time available. In fact, the Inkswell and GPK rotates in nicely. A jump down from Tim's. That was his last leap. A Spirit up, then down again.
Oh no.
Look into the right trees. In fact, it's actually the left trees, not the right trees. Tim's starts his TP out. Anyone got enough damage? Yes, they do. GPK.
Really changing.
They're going
for either side.
Bristle's in a little too deep. GPK really trying to be influential in this game. Take out the side lanes. You'll have to work with Shashlo. Doesn't have Searing Chains available, but it won't matter. So Gabby, FNG will give the shields. GPK got to close the distance to make that really work. With the Frost Blast, Gabby gets slowed down. X mark ship. Torrent. Sorry.
Okay.
That's
you notice a pattern?
upper hand of Midas. So Dream has some level of progression. We're going to go again onto Gabby, pick him up, throw him down, put the combination out, and they will burn through the Bristleback. Even a Spirit Committal to ensure the GPK 10-minute runes. But look at the Invis Undying with the Moonlight Shadow. He'll steal it from Lich. The Moonlight Shadow will wear off in a second. TP supports on the way from the Grimstroke, but someone needs to bring Lifestealer on bottom lane. Lifestealer has no way out of this one. Leap forward, KP working together. PK can't even do enough damage to kill off Tim's, who was diving into the tower. Gabby stays on it, and Shashlo comes in. Gabby's got himself a double kill, but this is all, remember, distraction. If he gets 2 kills and dies, it's still worthwhile. March is helping him out, giving him some more life, but he cannot tank through the ship. And March, for all that support he was trying to give, he doesn't have the life to back it up.
It's all just a
KP's going to try and silence Dream, so the blink concoction from Armel's able to connect, but no, the timing a little bit off. Armel ends up stunning himself. And you look towards the mid. Here we go on to Gabby. March is nearby once again. Tombstone over on the hill. They battle underneath their own Observer Ward. Sinister Gaze Anthony to try and keep this Bristleback under control, but you've got through half of his life, and Armel's ready to blink in for another concoction. You can soul bind them together. The damage is big, combining with a double chain frost. The soul bind now moving over towards Armel, but you've only killed a 1-for-1 trade-off. The torrent's onto KP, but he's got borrowed time. This battle won't continue in favor of Gambit when the arrow connects, and down goes Kunkka. The 44 Grimstroke can have a look in by throwing out that Stroke of Fate, so he can at least have a bit of a squiz. And the Roshan dying, Ember Spirit, the Sleight of Fist comes in, good Searing Chain Spirit, ready to jump forward and goes in, but FNG, who gets the Smaller, goes in the hands of Armel. Alchemist looking to blink himself out and get himself a concoction stun, doesn't see anyone in range. He won't stun himself, the BKB will absorb it, but FNG trapped in the tree lines. A quick slow from Vampire, trying to create a little bit of extra space, and the silence onto Gabby that doesn't save FNG's life. The bow just creates a little bit of extra space, but Gabby feels so strong. Approaching, and Lifestealer, okay. Underneath its own Obs and Sentry near the shrine. More TP supports coming in the form of GPK. They're looking for a target. Gabby seems to be it, but Gabby can't be it. They don't have the damage for him. And Kunkka's in the back lines, can throw down the ship, but Lifestealer's just getting the crap beaten out of him. The shields are up. Now the Chain Frost will start to bounce around. The damage, it already comes too late. Lifestealer is dead, and Alchemist under BKB and Aegis. You know he's going to dive this. Looking for the stun. He gets onto the Grimstroke. It gets stunned back in under almost the tier 4 towers. Gabby is going. TNC, they want to win in style. Remember, you haven't taken all the tier 2s yet. You're almost at the fountain. Gambit have no buybacks available. Gabby is standing his ground. KP's going to be here to shield him free, get him away from the torrent. You're under tier 4 towers, TNC. Silence up Gabby, spirit him forward with a Searing Chain. They can finally bring down this Bristleback. team. And Shashlo, Lifestealer just jumps in and then abandons that ship. Too many holes in this Kunkka's boat.
I think there might be a little... Oh, can't get here.
Now that he can't, but I don't think they really need him. Kunkka trying to throw the ship, Torrent boat, everything he's possibly got. Kunkka just permanently controlled, silenced. The Emperor Spirit's bouncing around. Kunkka will finally be brought down underneath the tier 2 tower, but Armel, yep, inside the base. Sinister Gaze in, TP's arriving from Dream, and now Alchemist will be put to the test. They get the silence on him. If they have another stun that slows under the tier 4 towers, Searing Chains back off cooldown. They just have to kill Armel, but oh wait, he's got BKB. Walks away, disengages. It's flying out a Mystic Star for GPK. Looks like Dream's gonna be put to the test. Trying to run out of here, the arrow's off target. Moving far enough away, so this Blink Concoction Stun's going to work. The Rage has already been used from Lifestealer and needs to actually jump inside. Maybe you get the double Chain Frost out, but now you see just how pitiful that damage will be. The only one you bring down low is a Batten. He's got borrowed time. Lich can't move away, slowed up too far. The arrow will hit the mark from Tims. Archery champion and Armel, you know he's diving. 4 hits to kill off Vampire. No, he had to do it in 5. The Searing Chains just hold TNC to the bottom lane, claim all 3s. Everything you can possibly have. The ship, the Torrent, Undying, that's someone you can kill. March will end up falling. Alchemist, Concoction, he BKB just in case he stuns himself. Dream now up towards the air with the Yule Scepter, looking for an extra stun combination, able to hit it perfectly. Lifestealer needs the extra life, needs to infest to get out of here. He can't do it. He's down for the count. No buyback available. This looks like it's going to be the end as TNC go almost into the fountain. Kunkka has buyback available, but TNC, they just keep pushing. They have had such a flawless series throughout this entire tournament. This is when they were most tested by Gambit. And they just want to end it. They want to claim this victory power they've got. They focus on the Alchemist. They know he doesn't have an Aegis Immortal, but Gabby puts himself between Gambit as well as the rest of TNC. Lifestealer try to get in the backlines and go after Tims, but the Moonlight Shadow, they just hide under the cover of Invis. Their Sentry Wall is down everywhere, but Bristleback, he's being Sinister Gaze into the fountain, and then he just bashes FNG down under the cover of BKB, turns his attention towards GPK. The arrow, such a long stun over on the Lifestealer. Concoction will follow it up. Torrent will not create anywhere near enough space. The Soul Bind is out, but Kunkka can't run away from this. BKB Armel, he will stand toe-to-toe with the entire Gambit team, but there's so much strength in this TNC lineup. They'll finish the objective-based gaming, they'll take the bottom racks, and they'll take the series, the grand final. The first team for ESL 1 to win from Southeast Asia, TNC.
A long road, a long series, a long day, but TNC pull it out. A great win for March and the rest of the squad. Don't think they've won a LAN maybe ever. It's at least not in Europe, and this is huge for them. 3-2, they really grounded out.